صل وسلم دائما أبدا مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم محمد 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 سيد الكونين والثقلين والفريقين من عرب ومن عجم مولاي صل وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا مولاي صل وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا مولاي صل وسلم على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم مولاي صل وسلم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون. أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من
ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. لا إكراه في الدين قد تبين الرشد من الغي فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها والله سميع عليم. الله ولي الذين آمنوا ويخرجهم من الظلمات إلى النور والذين كفروا أولياؤهم الطاغوت يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. شهد الله أنه لا إله إلا هو لا إله إلا هو والملائكة وأولو العلم قائما لا إله إلا هو العزيز الحكيم إن الدين عند الله الإسلام حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم قل ادعوا الله أو ادعوا الرحمن أيما تدعوا فله الأسماء الحسنى ولا تجهر بصلاتك ولا تخافت بها وابتغ بين ذلك سبيلا وقل الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الذل وكبره تكبيرا أفحسبتم أنما خلقناكم عبثا وأنكم إلينا لا ترجعون فتعالى الله الملك الحق لا إله إلا هو رب العرش الكريم ومن يدع مع الله إلها آخر لا برهان له به فإنما حسابه عند ربه إنه لا يفلح الكافرون وقل رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين فسبحان الله حين تمسون وحين تصبحون لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
माशाल्लाह कुछ फीडबैक और क्वेश्चंस ले लेते हैं. हाँ चलें 2-3 इंशाल्लाह.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You have a blessed opportunity now for any feedback or any question that you may have, so please raise your hand. I'll bring the mic over to you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Hazrat Sahab, so yesterday there was a particular story on a dua of Shifa which was shared on many of the social media channels. So after reading this story on this dua, I just have a couple of questions. The first question is, towards the end of the dua it mentions والمعوذتين والفلق وقل هو الله أحد والناس والزلزلة. So I'm assuming after we recite the dua, then we recite each one of these surahs Falaq wa Nas wa Zalzala wa Surah Ikhlas. And then also regarding this dua, should we recite durood before and after as well? Jazakumullahu khair wa sallam.
You see, the adab of any dua, when a person does dua, there are standard adab to do it. Actually, as I mentioned before as well, praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, hamd, then salawat and salam, then it's the dua, normal dua, whatever a person wants to ask. Then it's the dua for all the parents and all the Muslim men and women. And then durood and salam, actually then assigning it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that always one should follow that's the etiquette and adab. यानी कोई भी दुआ कहीं भी करनी हो, मुख्तसर कर ले या लंबी, वो तो उसकी मर्ज़ी है, लेकिन उसके जो इंग्रेडिएंट्स हैं, जो वो उसके जो हिस्से हैं, हम्द, दुरूद शरीफ, फिर दुआ करना, जो भी करना है बंदे ने, उसके बाद अपने वालिदैन और सब मुसलमानों के लिए दुआ करना, और फिर दुरूद शरीफ इस पर ख़त्म कर देना. तो ये एक स्टैंडर्ड है, दिस इज़ वन स्टैंडर्ड. तो ये ऑलवेज पर्सन शुड ट्राई टू फॉलो इट. माशाअल्लाह. वालेकुम अस्सलाम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू.
Skip all the stages and go, if you can clarify that.
Yes. You see, if a person have already done this kind of purification of the organs, then they can skip. You are actually purifying the heart through the organs. So you can never skip. For example, heart is like a tank, and then there are 7 pipes joined to it, which actually throw filth in it. So purpose is purifying the tank. But if I go directly, let's say, to the tank and I find filthy water there, and I take 2-3 liters out, I can do that. But after 2 minutes, again, it will be filled with it as well. So I will be just doing effort, and my effort is not fruitful. So any people who do cleansing or anything, first thing they say is actually stop where the filth or the dirty water is coming from, and then we take out whatever in the heart. So purification of the organs, really, it is purification of the heart, because you are blocking darkness going to the heart. So the heart gets affected by the purification organs, and the mind also has access to heart, because if a person thinks anything bad, obviously that heart actually gets affected with it. So all this is actually for the purification of the heart. There is no like a direct actually access, and even if a person have it, then it will become cleansed, but it will become topped up again by those 7 pipes which one is not actually clothing.
Jazakallah, Allah bless you. Take one last one.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Before, inshallah, I listen to your question, just to actually end the first one the brother said. Now, the heart also have a major kind of purification that is done beforehand. So this, let's say, you learn journey of man, and the aqidah is like a major purification of the heart takes place. Then in the mountain diagram or journey of man, you learn about the purpose of life, that Allah Azza wa Jalla is the purpose, these things are. So this is also major redirection and purification of the heart. Then there are minor things like bad traits, they are done later. But just to complete your answer, that actually always we start from the heart, major purification of the heart from wrong aqidah, wrong beliefs, and wrong purpose of life. That itself is major purification of the heart, and then the minor purification takes place through the organs and the other thing. Yeah. Yes, please. Yes.
Azur, as we were talking about the jar, I've had this question since a very long time. Azur, first of all, from which country is Imam Mahdi radiallahu ta'ala going to come? And secondly, as we see the situation here nowadays, there are atomic bombs and nuclear powers, and how is that going to work? And for example, if we are living abroad and if the war is going in Yemen or like already is going on and we can't help. So at that situation, at that time, how somebody who's going to live far away and how they're going to join and these questions.
You see, this matter is already settled that about Imam Mahdi, it is said only few hundred people will be with him. So it will be very selected, very pure, and very others even who they will be living with him. He will be in Arabian Peninsula like Syria, Arabia. So majority will end up following Dajjal, actually. Yeah, so ye hai. Or they will be just silent, not on that side or this side, anything. So remember, it's in the hadith, it's mentioned Dajjal will come when people will stop talking about him and people have forgotten almost about him and they're not talking about him, and then suddenly it's going to happen. So that is and secondly, as we said, that he is going to live very short time. Prophet Islam said 40 days. So one day, he said, will be equal to 1 year, 1 day equal to 1 month, and 1 day equal to 1 week, and the rest of. So from the 40, if we say take these three, so 1 year, so for 1 year, then 1 month and 7 days. So 1 month and 7 days, and you add actually 37 more days to it. So 1 month, 12 months is 1 page, and then 1 month. So that becomes 13 months, and then after that it is 14 months and some days. That's all. So because it will be a very big fitna, meaning in the sense that normally fitna, other things are there, but when the nature also is controlled by someone, for example, clouds and the earth and wind, then actually it's very, very big, because he is to be claiming that I am actually God finally, and power of many things that will show to put that claim. Imam Abu Hamid Ghazali rahmatullah alayhi once mentioned, Dajjal will make dead alive, Dajjal will do this, or person will do this, person have said this. He said, one person says 2 plus 2 is 4. And he said, I can prove you 2 plus 2 is 5. How are you going to prove? I will make this table into a palace. Then you believe 2 plus 2 is 5. If you don't, I'll make a dead person alive. Then you will believe me 2 plus 2 is 5. I will bring your dead parents there. I will bring the sun down. You are going to say, no matter what you are doing, these things, but 2 plus 2 is still 4. You understand? So that's the kind of belief system we have in Islam. It's not, but those who connect it to things, or if this happens, then I'll believe this, and this happens, maybe this. Then these are the people who go astray. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to us very briefly and vividly that, look, your Lord cannot be seen on this earth, in this earthly life. And He is not one-eyed as well. So He made this principle for simple lay people. They can also recognize, oh, whoever can be seen, for the Dajjal, I can see you, this means you are not what you're saying. That's it. So that's the time. And then Prophet Islam also mentioned that every believer will be able to see the sign of his disbelief and rebelliousness, the Kaf and Fa and Ra written on him. So that's not the problem. But the thing is, the Prophet ﷺ said that he will have such a attraction and appeal that some true believers will go, they will hear, oh yeah, the Dajjal is out and about these days here in this area. Oh hey, yeah, we are Muslim, alhamdulillah, we believe in Allah Azza wa Jalla and things. Well, let's go and see what he says and what's happening. Said that they will go and they will end up following him. So he said that don't, even if you hear the Dajjal is coming your next door, do not go and see him. Because a person can be affected. Why? Sometimes because of the appeal, and sometimes these evil like shaitan can control your mind. The Dajjal might have that kind of power that he can control your thoughts. Then what will you do? He can make you see things which you normally does. And he has this kind of power. When he is given power of other thing, he might be given this as well, like shaitan have. So you won't have control over, and you will actually. So inshallah, this is like you were saying actually, that we are living here and further. Yes, people will, from far away, whoever will participate, they will participate. But know that actually, although every prophet warned about him, his timeline is not nearby. It is the small Dajjals who are actually taking us away. Like dunya is also like the Dajjal. Bad friend, people have a girlfriend, people have boyfriend. That's a Dajjal for them, meaning Dajjal. Money, business is keeping you away from Allah. Your business is kind of Dajjal. So any obstacle. So he will be a bigger obstacle, but then there are many things as well. And as I said that 14 months and some 14 days or so, it will be for problem for those people who are living at that time, not for us and not for people who are coming after that. And secondly, that we should know that that for him to counter him and to be actually subdue him, Allah is not going to ask us to do. We, as Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, don't even go to that fitna, don't even look. It will be a special person, not even Imam Mahdi. It will be Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, who will be sent from heavens to actually tackle him. Because the Dajjal will be like a pure evil, and Isa alayhi salam is pure goodness, meaning he is called Ruhullah, meaning he has this title of purity actually. So he achieved him. So alhamdulillah, as we are saying that many people have died. Now we are going to die as well. And for them, which thing took them away from Allah or towards the hell is the normal things which we experience every day. Someone is into pornography, someone is into drugs, someone is into bad attitude, bad behavior, and these things, sins of the eyes, sins of the tongue. Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam mentioned very clearly, he didn't say most people who will be in hellfire will be because of the Dajjal. He said the majority who will be in hellfire will be because of the tongue and private parts, not because of the Dajjal. So these are the two things sitting in you. your tongue and private parts actually that to be controlled. So that's why this tariqah Muhammadiyah, the prophetic way, does actually safeguard you, because once you safeguard your body, your mind, your heart, your soul, and protect by a prophetic masnoon azkar and things, like Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam even mentioned like some of the portions of the Quran, like Suratul Kahf in the beginning and then verses, they also help you, because Surah Kahf is a surah of strange phenomena, strange waqia. There's the stories of Sayyidina Khidr in there, the stories of Ashabul Kahf, dead becoming alive and things. There are stories of Dhul Qarnain and Yajuj and Majuj. So that actually tells the person that these things are not, you may say, if anyone have money, if anyone has power, if anyone have long life like shaitan, this shouldn't impress you. What should impress you is, oh, that person is true worshipper of Allah Azza wa Jal, and he is a true follower of the prophetic way. That is what takes a person closer to our destiny. Or otherwise, and this also answers the question that like we are after miracles and, oh, if I have this power, if I have jinn, if I have jinn and I have this power and I can subdue people somehow, magic and thing. The Jal will have all jinnat under him, meaning shayateen jinnat under him, and he has these powers of actually bring dead alive, and this will not take him any closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these things one should not be after these things. One should be after that actually, like what Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam said actually, or one of the mashayikh like Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jalali, he said that when you are interacting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, do not bring creation in between. In creation should not let you actually become in the obstacle like that you are wronging someone or you are loving someone so much, etc., etc. So when you are in worship and interacting with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, don't let the creation come in between. And when you are dealing with the creation, do not let the nafs come in between, you are safe then. So when you are dealing with Allah Azza wa Jal, you don't let the creation come in between. When you are dealing with creation, people, then don't let your nafs be in between. You don't do anything because of the nafs, you are safe. यानी उन्होंने फरमाया कि यानी कामयाबी का एक गुर एक कुलिया बताया कि जब अल्लाह पाक से मामला हो तो मखलूक को दरमियान में ना आने दो, सिर्फ अल्लाह और तुम हो। अल्लाह और नबी अलैहिस्सलाम तो अल्लाह के पहुँचने का वसीला है। इससे मुराद भाई मखलूक के साथ जो मामलात बंदे के होते हैं, कभी किसी से बुग़्ज़ इतना वो भी रुकावट बन गया, कभी किसी से मोहब्बत इतनी कि वो मखलूक भी रुकावट बन गई, किसी से बुरा सलूक वो भी रुकावट बन गया। फरमाया जब अल्लाह से मामला करो तो मखलूक को दरमियान में ना आने दो, कोई मखलूक ना हो दरमियान में, सिर्फ तुम और अल्लाह हो। और जब मखलूक से मामला करो तो फिर नफ्स को दरमियान से निकाल दो, तुम बच जाओगे। क्योंकि जब बंदू से हम मामला करते हैं फिर क्या होता है ना, ओ मैं नहीं, मैं माफ़ी मंगनी, मेरी बेइज्जती हो जाएगी और मुझे गुस्सा आ गया जी, फिर वो नफ्स की वजह से सारी ख़राबी होती है मखलूक के साथ मामले में। और अल्लाह के साथ मामले में ख़राबी होती है मखलूक से, सब बंदा बुरा रवैया है उसका या वो उसकी तरफ ज़्यादा माइल हो गया है, तो फिर जो है वो अल्लाह पाक के मामले में वो गड़बड़ हो गई, दरमियान में आए। तो ये कुलिया यानी याद रखें कि जब अल्लाह के साथ मामला, मेक श्योर व्हेन यू आर सीकिंग द प्लेजर ऑफ अल्लाह, नो क्रिएशन कम्स इन बिटवीन your behavior with them or your love with them, etc. And when you are dealing with the people or the creation, then make sure that the attributes or the nafs does not kick in and you are safe. Because if you bring these things in between, they destroy the relationship. We learn this from the story of Shaitan, that when when he dealt with Allah Azza wa Jal, वो अल्लाह के साथ जब उसका मामला था तो वो आदम अलैहिस्सलाम को दरमियान में ले आया, उसने उनका अदब ना कायम रखा, एहतराम ना कायम रखा, he didn't honor and actually and believe in him. तो देखे ना वो यानी रुकावट बन गई उसके लिए. When he was dealing with आदम अलैहिस्सलाम, जब वो आदम अलैहिस्सलाम के साथ उनका उसका इंटरेक्शन हुआ मामला, तो वो नफ्स को दरमियान में ले आया कि मैं बेहतर हूँ, अब फिर वो रुकावट बन गई. यानी ये दोनों चीज़ें जो हैं उसको तबाह कर गई. इसी तरह हमारा भी होता है, हम नमाज़ पढ़ रहे हैं, कई लोगों की तो नमाज इसलिए कबूल नहीं होती कि वो मखलूक से बुरा रवैया रख रहे हैं, कईयों की इसलिए नहीं होती कि वो मखलूक को इससे इतनी यानी मोहब्बत जो अल्लाह और उसके रसूल से करनी चाहिए वो इतनी है, उससे वो गाफिल होते हैं. और जब मखलूक से मामला करते हम तो नफ्स सारी चीज़ें शैतानी वो आ जाती हैं, भाई धोखा दही ये चीज़ें, तो फिर इसको बंदा निकाल दे और अल्लाह के हुक्म के मुताबिक मामला करेगा तो फिर जो है वो इंशाल्लाह बच जाएगा.
Jazakallah Hazrat. I'd like to close the session now.
ठीक है, जज़ाकल्लाह, बहुत शुक्रिया. अस्सलामु अलैकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू.
I know I'm waiting for something to happen to me. But this waiting